Good morning, everyone, and welcome to your weekday daily card reading where we dive into the cards and see what's in store, the message from Spirit. How are you all doing? Happy Friday. It is the Friday energy today. I'm loving this. I'm loving, excuse me, Friday energy. And we have a jumper. This tried to jump out. I put it back and it threw itself out again. So interesting. This Friday energy that we have right now to start off right off the bat is King of Wands energy. This is fun. This is fun energy. This is like in your power, but not in your power of like dominion over others. This is like your fun power. This is passion purpose. But I'm feeling like a fun energy for this weekend. It's a lightening after a lot of intensity. So this is our umbrella card. So this is like the way to read the rest of the cards with the flair of this energy, being in your power, being in that position of choosing, of action, of deciding, right? That's that king energy is action. But one where you know what you're about, you're you're ready to have fun, you're ready to honor who you are, be as bold and bright and loud and colorful as you wish to be. There's a joyful energy this weekend. Very cool. I like that. What a strong start. Okay, let me see if Spirit has anything else to share before I pull the rest of the cards. So just hold on. Oh, interesting. They're saying, this is coming from my guides. They're saying many of you are feeling stuck between the sensations of temptation and trepidation, which is really interesting. And they're saying with all the energies happening right now, it's causing a lot of whirl and you to question, hesitate, but also be tempted to do these things. Like it's a real big push pull. We've been talking about that. But what it's causing within is this desire to like dive into something, to change something up. And honestly, it's of course, it's the solstice. It's the summer solstice energy. And if you join me in Cosmic Consciousness on Wednesday, this is a very big solstice energy. Even the timing of it, 2025 solstice energy, is huge and it wants a change. It wants a big change maker. And that's why Spirit's like, you are all in between temptation and trepidation. And it's this sort of like delicate balance of what do I do? I want to do this, but I don't know if I should do this in many ways. And I mean, it could be as simple as wanting to change your room around in your house or cutting your hair. You're like, I don't know if I should, but I really want to do something different and bold. Planning something for your life. That's this energy, but it's got this flair of this King of Wands energy, and this beautiful solstice energy. I also love that the King of Wands is a fire sign, and I mean, the sun, obviously, big ball of fire in the sky. So it's this amplification of like, what do you want to do? What action are you going to take with intention in the energy of this solstice? Because it's a huge point of crossover. And again, if you want to do a deep dive on how that connects to death and rebirth, you can email us to purchase the Cosmic Consciousness from Wednesday. They're like, you're safe. Oh, no, almost, almost a sneeze. This is a comical Friday for all of you. Oh, goodness. Okay, they're saying you have earned this position of power. You have earned the position of the king, the position on the throne. And so, really, the king has had to take the journey of all the wands, from the Ace of Wands all the way up to the King of Wands, to sit in this position where he can take action. But this is not specific to masculine or feminine. This is that masculine principle within each and every one of us, that one that takes the action. So, you get to choose what it is you want to do this weekend. How are you going to bring that joy energy, that fun energy into this massive monumental moment right now with the summer solstice? Huge, huge energy today. All right. So, knowing that we're kind of standing in between temptation and trepidation, and I don't see temptation with a negative spin on it. Oh, I love this. I'll show you in a minute. I don't see it with a negative spin, like, you know, don't be tempted to do this. It's like the temptation to do something new and bold, right? Like it's a positive one. So, as you stand in that in between, that sort of precipice. We're going to see what the rest of the cards have to say. Because this first one out is very good. Yes, you want to come too. Oh my gosh. Okay, so look at this. You have earned the position of the King of Wands, right? And what you are gaining from being in this position is the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is wishes fulfilled. And you can see that with the imagery here. This guy, he's got all of his cups. They're upright, they're full. He's sitting in the middle of them. He's also considered quite plump and hearty compared to the rest of the drawings in the tarot of this time. And that's to represent his abundance. He has an abundance of food. He has all of his wishes fulfilled. So this is like dreams come true card. So this solstice energy with you and that power is bringing your dreams to the forefront. Now, this in between temptation and trepidation is beautifully described with, first of all wands. Look at that. King of Wands. We talked about he's done the whole journey, all of the wands. So here's the thing. Within this energy of temptation and trepidation, you first of all, with the eight of wands, you know something is coming. You can feel this shift. This is about speed, movement, things shifting fast, something coming in within your passion purpose. You know something is coming, okay? And you know you are at a completion point. We are summer solstice here. This is the end of one cycle and the beginning of a new. We cross a threshold, right? This 10 of wands, putting down all those wands, carrying that burden and putting it to rest. You know it's coming, okay? But then we have this 5 of wands card. Now, this can often mean battle and strife and conflict. But the way that I'm seeing this right now is more so recognizing what you've been through. There are other tarot decks that describe this really lovely in their drawings, where it's sort of like someone climbing up a ladder, climbing up these wands to get to the top. So you start at the bottom, where you feel like you have to fight for what you are and fight for who you believe yourself to be and all this stuff, but you finally get to the top where you reach this freedom. And so this is really talking about you honoring your journey of where you've been, how you've had to move through the wands, knowing that you are now at this point where you feel this completion coming in. You feel this completion coming in. And because it's coming in, you have earned the position of the King of Wands. And being in that position of the King of Wands brings you 9 of Cups. Dreams fulfilled, wishes fulfilled. Look at this amazing power and potential, all because of you. All because you've been following your heart. This is amazing. So within this energy of the solstice, this beautiful summer solstice energy and all of the wands that we have, it's a really beautiful time to honor your journey. Think about where you've come from, what you've gone through, who you are today. And again, like the theme that Spirit brought through on Wednesday's Cosmic Consciousness, what are you willing to let go and die off to make space for more of your light? How are you willing to do that? What are you willing to release to live fully in your light? Because it does make a difference. So this seems to be a very promising weekend individually, strong individual journey, like accomplishments. So recognize where those accomplishments come in for you. What does it look like? How does it feel? Notice when it happens and embrace the energy when it does. Because when you acknowledge to the universe that, yes, I see this, I know this is a moment of completion, it is celebrated. And then the universe knows that you've made all this space for the new. So this is a very powerful summer solstice for all of you. So I wish you all a beautiful solstice. Do something for you that is some sort of a ceremony. It can be very short, it can be long, somehow to honor the light within you. Release what needs to be let go and embrace this new beginning in this cycle. So I wish you all a beautiful summer solstice. And again, if you're in the southern hemisphere, happy winter solstice to you. And I look forward to seeing all of you on Monday. So have a beautiful rest of your weekend.